Last one for tonight. Stay with us.
Last spring, Aubrey Cheney was a stay-at-home mom to 3 sons. Her husband, James, worked as a welder to support the family. Then, James was laid off, and their one-income family became a no-income family. Every purchase was questioned, and the new furniture they wanted was put on layaway. Last summer, Aubrey's sister Bobby asked her to help run a booth at the INDIEana Handicraft Exchange. Aubrey had never felt at home in Indianapolis, but in the Handicraft Exchange, she found a community of like-minded artists, crafters, and designers. With the encouragement of her sister and new friends, Aubrey was inspired to take her crafting more seriously. This fall, Aubrey debuted her line of handmade headbands, brooches, and magnets at the 4th INDIEana Handicraft Exchange. She set up shop at a table right next to her sister's and sold her goods under the moniker Backwoods Belle. Aubrey sold nearly everything she brought and walked away with several commissions for custom jobs. Last spring, Aubrey Cheney was a stay-at-home mom at the mercy of her husband's employer. Now she is helping to support her family financially. After the Handicraft Exchange, she took her sons to dinner at their favorite restaurant and got the furniture out of layaway. Now Aubrey is proud to call herself a stay-at-home mom, an artist, and a small business owner.
We're proud to have played a small part in that transformation.
Nope.
Yeah, thanks.
That's the right way.
It's no happy accident. We always intended the INDIEana Handicraft Exchange to be more than just a craft fair. When Amanda and I first conceived of the event, our goals were to expose Indianapolis to contemporary craft, put money in the hands of working artists, and cultivate a sense of community among them. Amanda was introduced to contemporary craft, a national movement in which artists use traditional crafting methods to create stylish, modern, and functional art through the Renegade Craft Fair while living in Chicago in 2004. This isn't your grandma's Christmas bazaar. She enjoyed the process, products, and camaraderie she found there, and when she finished her graduate program and moved home in 2007, she wanted to replicate that feeling in Indianapolis. And so the INDIEana Handicraft Exchange was born in October of 2007 in the Irving Theater on East Washington Street.
Indianapolis is a place where passionate, motivated people can make big things happen quickly. And as you can see, the Handicraft Exchange got big in a hurry. This translates into more money in the pockets of working artists. Our vendors collectively grossed more than $35,000 in 11 hours for our fall show this year. Our event inspired the creation of the Indie Craft Mafia Networking Group, the Yarn Burners Textile Tagging Crew, and similar fairs in Carmel and Bloomington. We've received support from the Harrison Center for the Arts, the Arts Council of Indianapolis, and have been approached about producing events at the City Market, Garfield Park, and the Marion County Fairgrounds.
I didn't have to stay in Indianapolis, and Amanda didn't have to move back, but we love the city, and we want to make it a more inspiring place to live. According to the Handicraft Exchange's supporters, vendors, and visitors, we've accomplished that goal, but we want to do something even more ambitious. East Washington Street is a punchline, shorthand for urban blight. But amidst the hopheads, hookers, check cashing counters, and flop houses, there's a neighborhood that never caved in, a neighborhood that banded together and pushed back, a neighborhood committed to bringing commerce and community back to East Washington Street. That neighborhood is Irvington. We take great pride in our neighborhood's rich history and recent resurgence, but there's still work to be done. Restaurants and service providers thrive, but there's high retail turnover. Our neighborhood is vibrant and diverse, but offers few reasons for people outside of the area to visit. We intend to change that.
We intend to open a retail shop on East Washington Street in the center of Irvington. It would be a place where handmade goods are sold on consignment. It would host classes and workshops. It would be comfortable and stylish. It would be private enterprise for the public good. It would be homespun. The front third of Homespun will be devoted to the sale of handmade goods. Everything from soap to jewelry to clothing to toys will be for sale, putting money directly in the hands of working artists by providing a daily brick-and-mortar outlet for unique, high-quality goods that are typically only available online or at weekend festivals. It would be the first shop of its kind in Indianapolis, but the business model has been successful elsewhere. Holy Craft in Columbus, Ohio, Renegade Handmade in Chicago, and The Makery in Louisville have all found success by focusing on contemporary handmade goods. Homespun's middle third would play host to a series of workshops and classes. When times are tough, arts funding is often the first budget cut. Our shop will be a teaching space for artists of all ages and skill levels. We will also host special events such as film screenings, small business seminars, and speaking engagements down the street where it all began at the Irving Theater.
More than a boutique or classroom, Homespun would serve as a meeting point for artists, crafters, and designers, and be the hub of Indy's contemporary craft scene. Like the artisanal food movement, Homespun would reside at the intersection of commerce and community, putting people's passion to work and giving folks from all over central Indiana a reason to visit Irvington. In 2010, the city will break ground on the $1 million beautification of East Washington Street between Emerson and Arlington Avenues. We believe a unique retail anchor could deliver much-needed foot traffic to the east side and serve as a tipping point to widespread commercial development along East Washington Street. Because Homespun won't buy inventory up front, $10,000 represents a significant portion of our startup costs. The grant would allow us to hire local designers to create our interior space, displays, brand identity, marketing materials, and website. Plus, who better to blog about the good your money's doing?
Man-made places are inspiring simply because of what man makes there. We believe that supporting people who make things, we can make the east side of Indianapolis a more inspiring place. 5 days a week, 52 weeks a year. If you don't believe us, just ask Aubrey Cheney. Thank you.